I've been dealing with social anxiety in different forms for a really long time. I've had periods where it's gotten a lot better and I've felt really good, but I've also had periods where it was pretty bad. And I was going through a period pretty recently where it was getting about as bad as it got or has ever gotten. I was having a problem connecting with almost anyone. It was getting to the point where it was like really lonely. It's like, I'm just worried about people judging me. And so I had been following Dr. Aziz for a number of years. And I got invited, I got a deal to come to this event. And it was like, oh, I'm going to meet this guy that I've been following for so long. I felt like he was a celebrity. And so that's what got me here. Yeah. Just a lot of years of up and down. So before this event, I was starting to get to the point where I was losing a lot of hope. I was like getting pretty low in my amount of hope. It's like, how is this ever going to change? And even before the event, my inner critic was going, no, this isn't going to work. And within a few hours of showing up here, it's like, oh my God, this is freaking awesome. And so my expectations going in, only because of the terrible place I was at, got pretty low, not for the event, but I was like, other people will come out of this and, they all get better. And, but me, I'm stuck like this, but I'm like, it's just been incredible. I feel more confident than I've felt in years. Even just the little bit of street shenanigans we did, I mean, that was like, even if it was just that, I would have been like more confident than I've been in years. But like all of it put together was just incredible. And Dr. Aziz is just, I can't like talk about how incredible he is enough. I talk to all my friends about him. Whenever I'm feeling bad, they're like, well, isn't there just a Dr. Aziz video you can watch or something like that, I love how my dad's always like, wait, is he a comedian or what? Like for the first like year, he was so confused, but because of Aziz Ansari. But yeah, I just like, sum it up, exceeded expectations by a lot. Like, I was definitely expecting, because I know so much about him, to be blown away, but it was a lot. It was even better than I imagined. I know I look like a guy that has it all going on, got everything going for me, but there has been lots of times in my life where I've struggled to connect, oh God, I can't even, the thought of going to a party was like, and like, trying to talk to just people at work, and like, that has been such a struggle for me in the past, just things like that. And I come across like this bubbly guy. I got so much energy, and that's true. And that is who I am. But inside there has been a lot of just fear, and so I have had times in my life, like I said recently, where I felt like, I don't know if there's hope left for me. And now I feel like, screw that. Yeah, there is. There's tons of hope. There's so many things. I loved what Dr. Aziz said, like when people say, I've tried everything, and he said, well, what have you tried? And he says, there's always like, they'll be like, okay, there's this, and then there's that. Like it's usually like 2 or 3 things. And when he said that, it's like, oh yeah, I've had those moments in my life where like, I've tried everything. I don't know. And then if you're really thinking about it, it's for like, yeah, well, I tried those like 3, 4 things tops, So there's always hope. There's always hope. Yeah. I really liked maintaining eye contact with people for an extended period. That's been something I've struggled with in the past. And so to just stand and observe somebody like that, and like just be with that person and know that you're okay and they're okay and you're both beautiful, in your humanity, was just really cool. Some other stuff, like going out on the street, was huge for me. Like, it was really funny because I've been so afraid of rejection just in life, not just romantically, but just in general, and the first going up to somebody and asking for a ridiculous request was kind of hard. It was really funny because I got out there and I was like, yeah, let's do this, beat rejection. And then the minute I saw somebody that I had an urge to be like, I could go ask them this, it was like, oh God, oh fear, okay, I'm going to go over here, you know? And so it was really surprising. It's like, man, actually, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. But as soon as I did it like 2 times, it was just like, oh, this is really easy. It's like, oh, sometimes people say yes, sometimes people say no. It's like no skin off my back. It's like not a big deal, you know? And it was really surprising, too, to see what people said yes to. Some guy gave me his nacho chip, you know, and I actually ate it. I was like, yeah, it's probably not bad. I'll just eat it. And then it was really funny, too, to see what happened in me. I asked some guys if I could take a sip of their beer, and they're like, absolutely not. And I think they thought I was underaged, I think is what was going on there. It's like, dude, no, I'm 23. But that was really fun. Oh, but then the big highlight was just today I crowd surfed for the first time in my life right here. That was freaking awesome. So that was a pretty big highlight too. Yeah. There's so much hope for you. Like, I've been there many times. I mean, that's how I found Dr. Aziz, is I just was like, gosh, sometimes life kind of sucks, you know, like, you know, and I struggled to even figure out what was going on with me. You know, I just was afraid of social situations sometimes, and just lived my life by a lot of fear. And then finally, somehow, the words social anxiety came into my life, and it's like, oh, okay, I can put a label on what this is and try to use that to search for somebody that could help me. And what I did is I just found resource after resource after resource. And on my journey, Dr. Aziz was like the pinnacle resource I found. And so I would say what I would do in that situation is keep watching his videos, find his podcast. His podcast is freaking amazing. If you just like every day on your way to work, just listen to one of those, that's freaking awesome. That'll get you a lot of progress. But honestly, I have found, like they've been talking about here, it is really hard to go it alone. Like, I've been going it alone now, trying to figure this out for probably 2-3 years, where I've actually been working on it really hard. And I've made a lot of progress. Like I've definitely made like crap tons of progress, but I now see the amount of progress you can make just in 3 days with help, and it's shocking to me. Like, it's like, whoa, that's like, I think the amount of progress I made in these 3 days is probably about the same amount as I've made in the past 6 months to a year, you know? And so I would say it's really great to keep watching those YouTube videos, keep listening to the podcast. Dr. Aziz's book's also freaking incredible, but coming here was like different, you know? It was like a new level.